before we start this video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Blue Cat and Run2127. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits. I'm seeing Yuma, I think, the onomatopoeia. Like, that's pretty much the only reason you run Yuma. I don't think I've seen Yuma do anything else, so we'll see. Ooh, finally, somebody playing something different with Yuma. Weird. So, synchro. Dude, you're about to synchro into a 3, into a 4, into a 5, into a... Or, what, isn't it like 3, 5, 7, 9? Yeah. Alright, man, make the ladder. Doing the plays. Not bad. Oh, we just so happened to draw pretty well. Alright, so interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna be summoning my boy then. Right, and get out here. Summon a monster. Alright, let's use your effect, mill. Awesome. Alright, so I'm still not large enough, so I'm gonna end. Obviously my plan wasn't to do that, but let's see what you got. Okay. Ooh, oh, did I mill all my karmas again? I better not have milled. I milled all my karmas again! Ah! How does that happen? Every time! Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, that's how you do it. And you bring out this. No, wait. Oh, you just synchro for 7 from the deck. Okay, okay, I gotcha. I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute. How are you gonna play this? You just got clapped by the deck. Alright, sounds cool. Sounds interesting. Let's see what this guy's got. So, nice. Destroy spells and traps. Oh no! Return. Wait, what does this do? From the deck. Take 1 from the deck. Accept that one. You add it to your hand. Accept the grave. Cool. Adding the lolly. Oh no. Stop bullying my monsters. Alright, let's do this. Crash and burn! Yeah! Alright, back to 4,000. That's fine. That's fine. Because we got this guy. You sure? Back at full life. That's all we do in this deck. Alright, so not bad. I think that's all you do. Your monsters are basically just stuck there. Alright, so at this point, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I draw. This is good. Because whatever I draw is getting milled. So that's a really good draw, by the way. Because that would let me go into my Boxer. But in this situation, Boxer's not that great. What I'd rather do is go Lumina. Lumina. Do your thing. Yeah. Doing all the things. Alright, and I don't really need his mill. I already got the Lightsworn mills, so I think I've already established dominance. Therefore, I want my Fortune Lady. And then maybe, depending on what we draw, we can possibly do it again. But, yeah. So. Battle! Alright, so take out you. For a reason. Because I think she can destroy herself and, destroy anything or something. Is that what she does? I don't remember. Zombie, you can have fire. Synchro, destroy 1 monster. See, that would have messed up every. So, that's fine. So she comes out. And, ooh, Nine-Tailed Fox. You can now get rid of 2, summon the thing. Let's see how big they can hit. Tribute for the Fox, probably the 7 and the 1. Summoning Fox. Does Fox pierce? I think it does. So I'll take like a few points of damage from piercing. I'll lose my monster. My monster comes back. And it vanishes. So, yeah. Oh, finally dealt damage. Every! Do the thing you want to do. Alright. So, Every is going to banish you. She comes back. I'm putting... It's the end phase. Okay. It's the end phase. Oh, if it was not end phase, I would have put her in defense. That's not bad. Every! Banish. Get rid of that. And I could use this as well. Do I need it? Not really. Actually, that's 1,000 plus 500 or 15. That's only 2,500 damage. Still not enough damage, but I can revive and put him in defense, which will help me in case he does do something wild and crazy. So, dude, I always mill the Raigekis. No, Raigeki break. Wait, did I put him in defense? Hope I did. I did this. Oh, it summons it in defense. Never mind. I did the right play then. Summons the 2 tokens. That's fine. All right, cool. Not bad. Oh yeah, you're probably not better. It's not best to summon the fox because you'll know your fox will die. I will banish. And it also, yes, if you summon the fox, you would get your fox banished. So that's still pretty good. All right, so I could wait until I have an emptier field, but switch hitter is switch hitter, dude. So I'm gonna summon him. Oh. Alright, so since I didn't use his effect, I can actually go into the weird ones. Oh, I could put it back in the... Oh, no, that's only if I'm attacking a monster. No, I'd rather go into this guy. I could have gone into Merogeist to, like, do something weird, but that's only if it was some of the other monsters. And even then, Merogeist is pretty small. Oh. Card activation. So they have an activation something. They can do something. If they had a Karma Cut, they would have used it by now. So, I think they're fine. Battle! Alright. Ballista. Cool. So, here's the thing. You have to kill every. And now I can hit him with this. So that's fine. Awesome. And I think she comes back. Yeah, she'll come back eventually. I think on my opponent. So, by the way, if he were to kill Kaiser right here, if Kaiser dies, I bring back like what, 3 materials? Probably 2. I would rather bring out 2. But every, see, this is what makes the deck good. Every is so good, dude. Give me the draw. Ooh, that's extra power. That's just extra spice. So I can basically say, attack this large woman. So it's a weird card, which it wasn't. Damage step. Kuribo! Oh, nice. Yeah, pretty good. Dude, this is so far, I think this was the best game I've had right now. Ooh, return. Is that a free search? That's a really good card, by the way. It's literally just like +1, or not +1, but adds 1 to your hand or mills 1. It's so good. Does she revive from the grave? There you go. You can start off the... he doesn't have the full chain again anymore. Once again, we are bamboozled by the extra deck size. That's why my Akashis aren't good in the first place. So, 9-tailed fox. Oh no. And yes, my life points are still pretty high. So they can attack Nova Kaiser. And then I will take a little bit of damage. Unless they have some crazy, like... Oh no! Why? Oh, just summon the things to block. Ah, gotcha. Clever! That was pretty clever, I gotta say. And now only one of them gets banished. I mean, it's still lethal. It's still lethal, but nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. I'm still using his effect though. Let's get this guy from the grave. Give it to him. Make him big. Do I need her? Probably not. But I'll just to be safe. There ain't no Karibos, but just to be safe. So with 1 attack, damage step. Now I can equip him. Woo! That was a pretty good game, though. I don't want to do the dishes. Yeah, you would be doing the dishes now, my dude. Alright, what you just watched was a clip from my stream from when the box dropped. I was playing around with some viewers, and it was pretty fun. So, this is my 3rd attempt at actually building this deck. This is the deck that you guys saw on stream, and it is probably the better version that I've come up with. I called it round 3 because round 1, I made it focusing basically on the whole Neos fusion thing. It was okay, but the deck was a little bit too unga bunga. It was basically just, I have big monster, I attack, which, I mean, Battlin Boxers, if you guys don't know, their archetype is pretty much already that. Like, all they really do is get really large. They don't have too many technical options. Yes, they can have some if you do include some of these other cards, like, where is this guy over here? Like Battlin Boxer, Big Gardner, to tag out when they're targeting you or whatever, but you do lose all your materials on Nova Kaiser, so in most situations, it's usually better to just let them die. You could also use stuff like Jolt Counter, which would help you when you have a Battlin Boxer, and in the battle phase, you can basically stop a spell, trap, or monster effect that's activated while you have a Battlin Boxer, so that's really, really good. So Jolt Counter is awesome, and I made a whole build. That was round 2. I made a whole build focusing on Rebirth of Parshath. If you guys are curious about those decks, I'm not going to cover them because I didn't really get that many, too many highlights. It was basically me just trying out the deck, start messing around with it, you know, dipping my foot in the water. But yeah, basically I was running 3 copies of Parshath, 3 copies of this. Of course, I was also running the Parshath Synchro, and yeah, you know, I basically took out the Lightsworns, and the Lightsworns are round 3. They're the optimal version that I've come up with, and it is basically a version that allows me to use Synchros like Fortune Lady Every, because Fortune Lady Every is absolutely amazing. So, with the addition of Lightsworns in this deck, it works really, really well with Battlin Boxers, because one thing you'll notice about Battlin Boxers is they mainly want to play from the grave. So if you don't have anything in the grave, the deck is really, really slow. It doesn't do much. Yes, it can do well. Yes, you can make a build focusing on some of these other guys, like this guy over here, Sparer, who you can normal summon another guy, special summon this guy, overlay, or you know what I mean. You could basically try doing stuff. I only got 1 copy of Headgear, so I didn't really want to focus on this guy. Also, you don't really need this guy. I mean, if you want to make the deck pure Battlin Boxer, then yes, you're going to need this guy, because you're going to need to mill some Battlin Boxers and put them in the grave so you can start reviving them with your SR spell, Battlin Boxing Spirits. This card is really, really good to bring them back. It mills 1, revives 1, then you overlay by using a normal summon. That's pretty much what this does, so this card is pretty good, and where this card shines is in Lightsworn. So when you're using Lightsworns, you have the chance to mill a bunch of cards, especially if you're using cards like Charge the Light Brigade. It has super good synergy, so if you draw these 2 in your opening hand, I'm just showing you the exact build, which uses Draw Sense Fire, because there's certain situations where you're just like, I need to top deck, because like one thing about this deck, you will be top decking a lot, because you use a lot of resources to make these guys and whatever, and you leave your hand pretty empty. You might have at least 1 card or something, but that's about it. And one thing cool about having like Boxer Veil in hand or something is that Veil is a really cool hand trap, and if you take damage, you heal all your damage back, and you summon this guy. Pretty nice. So as for my protection in the deck, gotta run these cards. Only downside is they always get milled for some reason. I always mill double Karma Cut, and I don't know why. But yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, as you know, the deck can go into 4s. You go into this guy, doesn't do much. I wanted to mess with some options, but yeah, you can run whatever level 4 options you really want. I was just testing some stuff out, and as for the 7s, you can run whatever you want as well. But using these 2 is really, really nice because it gives you the power to banish, which is really strong nowadays. Also, Samurai Destroyer and his ability to just be unstoppable and undestructible, because if they pop him with a Raigeki Break or something, he's coming back. Alright, so this is my more optimal version, in quotes, because I'm using Destiny Draw. I'm using this with Yugi. Just the only difference is, instead of Draw Sense Fire, so I draw a random fire monster when I take damage, because you kind of are okay with taking damage thanks to Veil. I said, screw it, I'm going all in. I want to take 2,000 damage, so we can search literally anything, which can mean we can add Charge the Light Brigade, which lets us pop off even harder. I didn't change too much, but if you want, you can add some of these cards down here. I did take out this card because it was just too cloggy. There's a lot of situations where I just don't mill early, because as you know, Lightsworns, they don't mill. I also added a second Raiden just so we can see our Lightsworns more often, and since I'm running 5 Lightsworns, I said screw it, I'm gonna add Solar Recharge so we can just start putting stuff in the grave early. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I'm gonna be jumping into ranked, and let's see if we can get a decent game or two. So let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. Before we start the live duel, though, I do have an extra little duel I wanted to include. This is a duel against Sartorius Kumar. I was testing out my deck, And mainly because you'll know afterwards, because I don't really go into the Battlin Boxer engine. So this deck is a perfect showcase of what Battlin Boxers can do. By the way, I'm going up against Sartorius Kumar, therefore it's a Desperado deck, which is like tier 1 right now. It's like one of the strongest decks. So my deck is basically being defensive because I started with a very bad slow hand. Started with the defense monster, so hey, we can actually block that hit. I could have also just not set the monster, take the direct attack, but I didn't want to risk it. They're using Ballista Squad and they destroy my monster, but his benefit is that he can basically revive his materials. So yeah, that's the benefit of your big Nova Master guy, whatever his name is. So he tries to do his thing, and then he's got the Blast Spider, popping my monster, but he doesn't really have much in hand, because when he destroyed my monster and his own and didn't summon Desperado, I was like, I'm safe. So I figured I'd go all in and try to deal as much damage as possible before he actually gets me with something scary. Now, he went ahead and summoned that one guy. That guy is pretty scary. I forget his name. Is like whatever, Machina, whatever, Fortress. Yeah, that guy is pretty strong, and he's got a whole meme about him being attacked and destroying one of your stuff or something. So I figured I'd use Samurai Destroyer, and I basically have lethal at this point. All I have to do is attack, get the effect activation, activate my back row, Raigeki Break, throwing out the Boxer in hand, attacking directly, using the Boxer I discarded to power up by 1,000 for lethal. And GG, let's go ahead and go into the live game. I actually recently got really lucky with Axel, and I just got like 3 of his skills. I farmed 3 of his skills accidentally in like 10 duels. It was kind of interesting. It was like 1 every 2 duels, for the most part. 1 every 2 or 3 duels. But this hand is interesting because right off the bat, gotta activate charge. So, did we mill Lightsworn? We did. We milled Raiden. So hold on. Let me just check to show everybody else. So that's a really good mill. That is a really solid mill. So I can basically say, what do I want to add to my hand? I could probably add another Lumina. Lumina's amazing to have because now that I have 1 Raiden in the grave, I can kind of survive. So we have so much protection right now that it's pretty nice because I can basically say Lumina, throw out like, I don't know what I want to throw out actually. I kind of don't want to throw out Lumina. I can leave myself open, tank whatever with Veil as long as he doesn't hit me with over 4,000. And then I survive my turn, then I pop off. But for now, I think it is best to just use Lumina. I'm going to use her. I'm going to throw out Veil, even though it's a really risky move. But I'm going to do it. So I'm going to revive my boy, and we're going to pop off. So my plan is to basically make Fortune Lady every and just kind of sit on her and do her plays because she's amazing. She's really good. So I'm going to just go for the Fortune Lady. I don't want to mill anymore because the mills are going to be 100% Raigeki breaks and Karma cuts. I'm guaranteeing it. So yeah, I'm going to set this and we're all set, dude. That's all I need. If I can get my hands on a switch hitter, I'll be happy because there's a pretty good chance I can still draw him and he will be an immediate overlay. Or I can go with Lumina and go for another Synchro. That's pretty much the ideal combo, the ideal play that you pretty much can do in this deck. The Synchros are what makes the deck good because, like I said, Battlin Boxers are very, they're very unga-bunga. They're very dumb. Small brain. Small brain, punch opponent hard kind of deck. It's all it really is. Which, I mean, it is a boxer thing, but I did boxing, dude. Boxing isn't just dumb. There is a lot of technical stuff involved. But, ooh, artifacts. That was interesting. Alright, there's one of these guys. So, yeah, this basically is saying I'm going to go for the Synchros. I'm going to go full Synchro right now because I did not draw Switch Hitter. So that means bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to do this. All these guys are in the grave now, dude. So, yeah, he's out here once again. Not overlaying, Synchro. I could just banish in game, right? I probably can. I don't know what that face down is, but I think you can hit anything, right? One target, 1 card. Yeah, I'm gonna just end the game. I'm gonna end the game. I'm gonna make it a super fast game, focusing on the Synchros, because the Synchros give the deck a lot of power, because Xyz's still a little bit weak. I just gotta admit that. Xyz are a little bit too weak right now, but oh, you had super heavies? Alright, not bad. So he was playing super heavy samurais. I feel ya. No protection. Alright, I win. GG, my dude, GG. All it took to play Battlin Boxers is to not play Battlin Boxers. But there you guys have it. I have 3 different builds, 3 different ways to test it out if you guys like. But yeah, go ahead and take inspiration from this however you would like. I still think the Lightsworn engine is the best support for this deck, because Battlin Boxers by themselves currently, they're not that great. They're very, very dumb. They don't have that many technical cards. They do have a few, but I feel like they sacrifice too much. So, I don't know, because how are you going to mill everything? We don't have Graphic Screener anymore. So, I don't know, dude. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, and that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and